Hey, Logan from Cohlab here, and for some reason, you need your Google My Business to disappear completely from Google Search and Google Maps. Well, Google offers a few options inside GMB, such as remove, temporarily closed, and permanently closed, but you'll find that those don't quite remove you completely from search results. After watching today's video, you'll learn how to scour your Google My Business from search and maps much better than even Google can tell you. And I'll even show you how to recover it if you change your mind in the future. Again, I'm Logan from Cohlab, and let's learn how to really delete your Google My Business and bring it back together. First, a disclaimer. When making lots of edits to your Google My Business, it can result in a suspension by Google. This means your GMB disappears from search and maps completely until you fix or appeal the suspension. Now, maybe this is exactly what you wanted anyway, but if not, I'll go over how to defeat a suspension later in the video too. Step 1 is to delete your Google My Business completely. Now, whether it's for compliance reasons like healthcare or financial, or if you just want to burn everything related to your business to the ground, sometimes you just need to delete your GMB completely. And I'm here for you. So the first step is you have to log in to business.google.com. Select your GMB listing, and then on the left-hand menu, choose Info. Delete tons of info. Just, delete your address, delete all but one category at the top there, delete all the service areas you might have listed, and go on down the list except leave your phone number. You'll need to keep one piece of contact info, and I would suggest keeping the phone number. Then on the right-hand side, choose Mark as Permanently Closed, and then wait 5 or 10 minutes. Now, caution, if you want to bring this listing back to life in the future, stop right there. But if you just want it removed completely and you don't want to have any control over it, then you can also choose Remove Listing on the right-hand side. This removes it from your GMB account, and you have no further control over it after that point. But obviously, caution. So after waiting your 5 or 10 minutes, Google your business name, and voila, no appearance for GMB in Google Search, no map pin in Google Maps. So why did this work? Well, if you just use the remove listing option, everything stays the same in search or maps. You just don't have control with your email anymore. That's not ideal. And if you just choose temporarily closed, well, people can still see the listing in the same in search or maps. It just gets the temporarily closed line of red text on it. And if you just list it as permanently closed, well, people can still occasionally find your business by searching the right terms, though it is harder. And if you just delete all your information, but you don't list it as permanently closed, well, then people are just going to see an empty GMB or partially empty GMB, and that's confusing. So instead, what we did was we deleted a ton of information first, reducing the chances of it ever showing up in search to nil, in combination with listing it as permanently closed. All right, now this is where it can get exciting. Step 2 is bringing your Google My Business GMB back from the dead. So, note of caution again, this won't work if you selected remove listing in the last step, since you no longer control the GMB listing. You'd have to start over completely by reclaiming the GMB listing in the normal process of getting a postcard in the mail or however you did it the first time. So, the first step is logging into business.google.com. Again, select your listing, and on the left-hand menu, choose Info. Put back in all the info that you previously deleted, your service area, address, all that stuff. And on the right-hand side, choose Mark as Open. This is where the process can start to deviate. So Google may allow your GMB to open normally and everything will be hunky-dory. You're done. Or Google may suspend your account for suspicious activity, which means it still won't show up in search or maps. So let's go over how to defeat that suspension next. So how do you reinstate your suspended GMB listing? First step again, log into business.google.com, select your GMB listing, make sure that there's nothing illegal, immoral, or false about your GMB listing. If there is, fix it. In a separate tab, head to Google My Business's suspension support page, which is linked in the description below. Follow the directions. Generally speaking, you're going to do the following. Select No, as you haven't submitted a reinstatement request before. Select Yes, you are a representative of the company. Select Yes, you read the GMB guidelines that are in compliance. Select yes, your business is at the listed address. Select yes, you have the accurate address listed. Select the answer that applies to you about your service area. Select the answer that applies to you about face-to-face business. Select no, that you don't have multiple profiles at the same location. Add the information they ask for, like your name. The email should be the email that you use to manage the profile. A business name, just as it is on the GMB. Address or service area, just as it is on the GMB. The URL for the GMB, you get this from the other tab we had open. It's in the address bar. A phone number to reach you at, and additional info. For example, why you closed the listing, when, and why you're opening it again, and when, and then when exactly the suspension occurred. If you have photos of the business from the street, parking lot, interior, include those as attachments to show that you're a real business. Then click submit. If you don't have those photos to submit, don't worry. You may be asked for them later though, so it's a good idea to go get them. Usually Google will email you within 1 to 3 days letting you know if your GMB is reinstated or if they need more information like the photos of your business we talked about. One last disclaimer, if you get suspended more than once or twice, Google may start to flag any other GMBs that are part of your account as well, or could suspend your entire account. So don't just do the above process for fun any old time, use it wisely. Man, that was a blast, right? Aren't you glad you have a friend who can help you out with things like this, like me? Alright, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, check out other Marketing Monday videos on the left. If you're watching this on Facebook or elsewhere, follow the link in the description to our YouTube channel to help you learn how to develop your website and handle digital marketing for your company.